Do we live in a scam economy? This viral Reddit post about how food delivery apps work definitely struck a nerve with people because it feels like we're getting ripped off all the time now. It made a bunch of shocking claims like the company labels drivers that accept low-paying orders as high desperation and then stops showing them high-priced orders. Tips aren't really going to drivers. When a customer pays for priority delivery, it doesn't actually make their food get to them faster. The company delays all of the other orders. The fees charged just go straight to a corporate slush fund for lobbying money, and more. The consensus is that this post is AI generated due to a watermark from Google's AI found on it, but it went viral because the claims feel believable, so we looked into finding any evidence that this kind of scamming could actually be happening. Priority delivery. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like there's any clear evidence on this yet, but the desperation score. A legal expert, Vina Dubal, confirmed that algorithmic wage setting is real and legal. It allows firms to personalize and differentiate wages for workers in ways unknown to them, which could mean paying as little as the system determines that workers may be willing to accept. Uber's own data shows that they're paying different drivers different amounts for the same work. In 2020, Uber reported that most drivers in Seattle are making above the minimum wage of $16.39 an hour, while others make below it. But they didn't consider vehicle costs. Labor economists who did found that most Uber drivers in Seattle are making well below the minimum wage. More Perfect Union did their own investigation and found that drivers for Uber and Lyft are offered different amounts for the same ride, even when all of the drivers were in the same room and opened their apps at the same time. And on the customer side, we're not all paying the same. Uber has admitted they're using algorithmic price setting. Uber's head of product said the company applies machine learning techniques to estimate how much groups of customers are willing to shell out. And the tips paid to drivers? When DoorDash was sued in New York for pocketing drivers' tips, they settled the case for $16.75 million. The company was showing drivers a guaranteed pay, which was like a minimum amount that they could earn from the order. Those included a tip, and DoorDash hid this practice from consumers and drivers. The Department of Worker and Consumer Protection in New York just found that DoorDash and Uber sabotaged their drivers' tips. They lost out on $550 million. In 2023, a minimum wage of $21.44 an hour was set for drivers in the city. DoorDash and Uber then made it so that you tip after the order is placed. Tips went from $3.66 per order on average down to 93 cents. And these are the companies that make billions. There's not a ton of data on where the fee revenue goes. But DoorDash spent $1.8 million on lobbying last year, and Uber spent $2.42 million. I think this Reddit post resonated with so many people because we do very much live in a scam economy.